So without further ado, here are our some favorite funny animal names, in alphabetical order, along with a photo and brief description of each animal.
Funny and creative. This ground beetle is part of the agar family and named after the magician's favorite catchphrase. It's actually one of several pun names for species of agar beetles, including aggravation and agoraphobia. The Aploparyxis turdi is a type of animal that you hopefully haven't met. It's a type of hermaphrodite tapeworm that relies on ciliary, gliding to move around, and is found in feces. The ii is not a gremlin come to life, but rather a nocturnal lemur found in Madagascar. On top of their funny name, their straggly hair, bulging eyes, continually growing incisors, and oversized ears combine to make them one of the ugliest primates around. A funny name for a funny-looking fish, and one that made it onto our list of the world's ugliest fish. Out of water, the blobfish is aptly named, as it's one big gelatinous blob, but in their high-pressure deep-sea habitats, they look a little more like normal fish. The Boops boops is a species of sea bream fish native to the eastern Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean and Black Seas. Its name supposedly refers to its very large eyes, which they use to hunt down crustaceans and plankton. What can we say, other than chicken turtle is a pretty funny name? Rather than looks or behavior, the name relates to the fact that this turtle from the southeast United States apparently tastes like chicken, and used to be a popular food source. One of the most unflattering names in the animal kingdom? The colon rectum is a rounded fungus beetle found worldwide, and seems to have done nothing whatsoever to deserve its name, poor thing. This is an example of a beetle with a great name. The cockchafer is a type of flying beetle, growing up to 3 centimeters long and sometimes called a doodlebug or maybug. Are we being immature including the dick on this list of funny animal names? Perhaps, but the name of this small antelope from eastern and southern Africa makes us smile. They are named after the female's alarm call. Pretty obvious why this jellyfish is called the fried egg jellyfish. Each sunny side up jellyfish has an orangey yellow dome surrounded by a white ring, and can grow up to 40 centimeters across. They're fairly common in Europe's Mediterranean Sea. Kind of a funny name, but suitably descriptive for this lizard that does indeed have a large frill around its neck. Most of the time the frill is kept folded down, and used only to intimidate predators or other males. So good they named it twice thrice. The Latin name of the western lowland gorilla really is gorilla gorilla gorilla, just in case you forget what it is you're looking at. The hellbender is the largest amphibian in North America, growing up to 75 centimeters long. It's thought this rather cool name comes from the salamander's incredible size and strange appearance, a creature straight out of hell. One of the least tasty ice creams around, the aquatic ice cream cone worm lives in a home that it makes from sand and shell fragments. They secrete a kind of glue from their glands that is used to stick the sand and shell pieces together to eventually create a tube to live in. Though the leafy sea dragon may look like some sort of fairy tale sea dragon, it is actually a fish. Their leaf-like appendages act as camouflage, allowing them to look like a piece of floating seaweed. Some leafy sea dragons take their camouflage even further, with the ability to change their color to match their surroundings. A straightforward name for a chicken. But the mountain chicken is actually a frog. It's commonly called a giant ditch frog, but locals in the Caribbean call this frog a mountain chicken because it's so large, and is hunted to kill and eat. Another example of an amusingly descriptive animal name. The mustached puffbird has small tufts of white feathers around its beak, hence the mustached, and is plump, round, and fluffy, hence the puffbird. The pink fairy armadillo is pink, and as the smallest armadillo species in the world grows to just 15 centimeters long. Perhaps it's this tiny size that accounts for the fairy portion of its name. There are over 2,000 different species of pleasing fungus beetle, named after their habit of feeding on fungus, along with plant matter. A few of these species have gained notoriety as significant pests. Why pleasing? Your guess is as good as ours.